What's up, guys, girls, and RGB fans? So, platformer mode has 3 buttons inherently. You can move right, you can move left, and you can jump. And those are the 3 controls. Typically, in a platformer video game, you would expect there to be a 4th one, which would be a down button. But in GD, down doesn't really do anything. But I thought that was a crying shame, so today I'm gonna be trying my best to add a down button. You already know. So what I'm gonna do for this is I'm actually gonna use the player 2 jump as our duck button. I know it sounds kind of weird, but hear me out. So let's see. So first things first, we gotta break this down like a programming problem. So first we gotta figure out how to detect the 2-player jump. So let's say we'll pulse the background if it is triggered. Yeah, see, so this works, but it activates every time we move. And now this does work, even if we're not in 2-player mode, which is what we're gonna be abusing. Because, like, I'm in 1-player mode, right? But if I use the 2-player controls, the background still pulses. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we're gonna have to keep track of whether or not we're pushing the jump button on either of the 2, and then check if we're pressing anything on player 2, and if we're doing both of these things, then it means it must be player 2, and it must be the jump button. So let me see if I can figure out how to make that work. Okay, well that's an issue, is the event trigger can only recognize pushing the jump button for player 2 if player 2 exists. Because if we're in 1-player mode, and we press the jump button for player 2, it doesn't acknowledge anything. Alright, there we go. So we have this set up to where player 2 will basically immediately be just teleported off into nowhere. So we can use its jump. Yeah, there we go. Alright, very nice. You know what else would be very nice? If you hit subscribe, baby! Yeah! Because the episode demolished 200k, and now we're setting our sights on 300k. Let's go! Alright, back to crouching. Alright, very nice. So if we push jump on our main cube, only one of these is 1. If we press the arrow keys on player 2, only that one's 1. But if we press the player 2 jump, then that turns into 1 as well, which is very nice. Now what we want to do is have a thing that's constantly checking whether or not these are both 1, and if it is, then we're gonna want to duck. So now comes the actual making of the ducking mechanic. Now, first things first, we're just going to be using a guy like this to mimic the cube, because that's the simplest thing I could think of. There we go. This is our guy. Now, to duck, I guess we should scale it down. That's the intuitive way to do it, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. He's ducking. All right. So that's how we duck. So let's write this down. And then to uncrouch, can we just do it like the opposite way? So crouch. Oh yeah, there you go. And then we can take it a little bit further, I suppose. Oh, it's gone. And he's gone. All right, so every time we have both of these 2 things active, we want to call the crouching thing. So I think what we want to do for that then is have a count trigger where if it's 1, then we activate the crouch. I think that's what we want. I don't know, let's find out. Test that out with a pickup trigger here. Yep, there we go. So this turns into 1, and that works. And then if it's 0, we're gonna want to uncrouch you. And then now, what we want to do then is we want to have an item comparison trigger, constantly checking whether or not these 2 are equal. And if it is, we'll set the final check to 1. And if it's false, we'll set the final check to 0. And then, yeah, we're just gonna loop that, and we're gonna have that running, like, constantly. Oh. Yeah, there's that problem, where they are both 0. I think the easiest way to fix this is to make it to where one of their default states is not 0. So, like, this one's default state will be -1. So now it's either 1 or -1. This is either 0 or 1. So now they'll only both be 1 if you're pressing like that. And you can uncrouch. And it's very cool. Animation is a little slow. There we go. Oh, let's go, dude. All right, well, I guess that works. So we have two options for how we can approach crouching. We can either use the mini portal, because that makes you half a block tall anyways. So, like, this would work, you know, already. Or we could take the more smoke and mirrors approach, and if we have blocks like this, like right here, just when you crouch, we would just remove them. That might be a better approach. Maybe, I feel like. Let's test this out. Let's say that all of the blocks that are crouch related, we want to disable on group 14, and then we'll re-enable them. Oh yeah, that works. That actually kind of works inherently already. Now, obviously, we wouldn't actually we would keep them there visually. Like, there would be visual blocks that never go away. But yeah, wow, that works very well, actually. Okay. Yeah, the only other bug that there kind of is with this is, if you're holding jump while you're holding player 2 jump, and then you let go of player 1 jump, you'll uncrouch automatically, because it just detects that you let go of jump, so it just sets this to -1. Can't really avoid that, but I don't think there'll be too many cases where you're crouching while jumping in midair. Because I feel like it would be kind of complicated for me to make it to where player 1 jump doesn't activate it. I don't even know how I would do that. It would probably involve more counters. So I think this is a fine solution, honestly. I want to see if there's a way we can maybe make it to where you can actually flip around, though. I want to see if there's a way we can make it to where we can actually have, like, rotation that looks right. Yeah, see, but that's the issue, is that this stupid cube is always in the center, which I wish it wasn't. Yeah, like, I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, well, it's time to do the thing that I am best, worst, maybe what, I don't know how you feel about it. Level design! So, let's start off with some pretty basic platforming. Just regular, good old-fashioned regular level. Because it'll be a super duper fun time. I can't even tell, clicking really doesn't even do anything in 2-player mode. It's so weird that, player 1 jump is my W key and not my arrow key, which is unfortunate, because honestly, it feels more natural to jump with my arrow key, but whatever. Here, oh, well, we can't really start position, I suppose. Alright, and then I think when we get here, this is when we're gonna throw it in for the first time. Wow, this is a jump. I didn't think it would be that annoyingly difficult. Did I? No, yeah, the mechanic is there. Oh, that's right, it's because the dual icon needs to get over there, so yeah, we're kind of forced to just playtest from the start. Okay, so yeah, so that's the first taste of crouching. What I'm curious about, because there's definitely some weird effects of like warping to the side when you crouch. So I want to know what happens if you go into an area and then crouch, but then there's no like valid output point for you, like here. What would happen here? Ooh, I'm sorry, is that a tactic? Do I smell tech? Okay, now we're thinking of portals. Alright, I know I said I wouldn't put sections in where you have to crouch while jumping, but I think it's fine to do it once, you know? Especially because, you know, we'll even do it in an area where, like, if you mess up and you get kicked out, then it's fine, because you'll just get put right back where you were anyways, so it's fine. It's a safe environment to mess around in. Or even, what if you're crouched, and then you have to jump from here? That could be something. Because, yeah, because this is an area you can't get up here otherwise. You know what? I actually never even pondered this. How does this even work right if you're upside down? Not really. I think there's a way that we can fix this, though. Yeah, there is. All we have to do is move the anchor point. We just have to move that little tile, this little piece here. Yeah, there we go. So that should work with our spider orb, then. Now we have to get up here. Wait, what? What happened? I can't tell why... Hold on. I'm so confused. Okay, that was weird. I don't understand what happened. Like, the cube was, like, getting desynced or something. But okay, well, there we go. Very nice. And then, yeah, we can go up here. Oh, we can go up here, but we're gonna do it with a blue orb. And then, does the warping work the same way? Or I wonder if it's like reversed now. I wonder if the warping is like inverted because now we're upside down. Oh yeah, it looks like it is. The warping, it warps you out to the right now. There's like a right bias towards it now instead of left. There we go, we even have a little animation now for it. And the world is at peace. Okay, cool. Let's see, what else can we do here? Let's see, how does it look if you're bouncing on a pad? Looks about right to me. Okay, hopefully that's the right height. Otherwise, that'll be unfortunate. I mean, we'll figure it out, you know? All right, let's say that you gotta get up here, right? You gotta get down here somehow to hit this red pad where you can get to this red orb. Because if you're down here on the ground, you can't get to this red orb otherwise. And then this will be how you make intended progression. So how we will get around here is we'll have to, you know, keep doing some platforming stuff along the way, and then you'll eventually get over here where you can you can crouch. Maybe we should introduce some hazards as well, like the little half spikes. You don't wanna uncrouch under that guy. How does that look? If you're crouching. So dumb, bro. Like, literally, in order to make this even possible to playtest, I have to, like, copy-paste this whole convoluted setup. Oh, man. Triple spike with the ceiling. My arch nemesis. I guess we should make this passable, though, because it wouldn't make much sense to hit your head on this if you're visually half as tall. And then, I think for this part, I want to try and do a thing where you jump up and walk alongside something like this. But I think we have to go about this in a bit of a different way. I think for this, we're gonna need some blocks to also turn off if you're crouched. And then there'll be blocks a half block up. They're always there. Let me see if that works right. I don't know if it does. There we go. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's so hard to tell without the icon, dude. I guess we'll just have to get here from the start. This is so hard to gauge. Oh, well, there's our playtesting for the other parts. Well, I think this is not the right height. Can we hit it anyways, though? Nope! There we go. Alright, back down. Alright, take it very slowly here. No! This is why we use ignore damage. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So we can bonk our head. Yeah, but then why can we still bonk our head? There we go. So yeah, so now we can bonk our head when we're crouched, but not when we're not crouched. If we uncrouch and we're... Yeah, there's a risk of that. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Alright, and then at long last, we'll finally be down here, where you can crouch warp your way all the way to the other side. Yeah, like this, like, I have no clue how this happens. I don't know how this, like, desync happens. Oh, interesting. What the heck, why is it... Like, now it's launching us to the right, even though I feel like it always launched us to the left. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm gonna make... the executive call that we're just gonna do it like the kind of BS way. We're just gonna have a bunch of teleport portals here, and if you activate it, then like they disappear while you're crouching, and then they'll reappear while you're uncrouching. So if you're uncrouching while you're underneath the teleport portals, they'll just teleport you. They'll do what the game is doing here, but fails to do later on for some reason. Whoops. Okay, well, don't uncrouch while flipping gravity or this happens. Yeah, so we can't get through, but if we crouch, there we go. That's what's supposed to happen. I feel like every time I make a video like this, where I'm trying to, like, introduce some sort of a new gimmick or concept, I always run into, like, one fundamentally weird issue like this, where it's just such a weird thing that I don't even know how to troubleshoot, and I did the thing again. Okay, does that fix it? I don't know why the icon gets moved down. Okay, cool. And then yeah, you get up here, and honestly, I might just make this the end because I'm kind of exhausted. So yeah, let's set that up really quick. Let's hit him with the Sdslayer special, the massive energy orb with particles going into it. All right, and now all we have to do is the cosmetic stuff, i.e., making versions of all of these blocks with no hitboxes. I've made the executive decision to make the background purple instead. I think like the last like 5 levels I've made have all had purple backgrounds, but I don't care because purple is awesome and it's like the best color for a Geometry Dash background. All right, playtest. Here we go. Where's my time? There it is. First obstacle here, crouch under that, nice and easy. And then we can sort of speed run through that. Warp through that. There we go. Flip upside down, jump in there. Oh my god, I flipped multiple times there. Yeah, like it just happened right there. I don't know how we got desynced. Crouch under here. There's blocks there that are becoming visible and invisible that shouldn't be. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Okay. Huh! Nice. Nice and slow. Wait a minute. Ah, I see. Just ignore that. Clean. Woohoo! GG. And the icon's just staring. I probably should have layered the ending orb on top of it, but that's fine. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Special thanks to all the channel members, including Ghetto, Invdu, SSF, Tommy Finette, the 18 Under, Your Average Furry, and Gabriel555 Ty. Thank you guys so much for the support. It means the absolute world to me. And yeah, level ID will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.